Hi everyone, Jessica from CRM 510 here. Today I'd like to talk to you about some tips and tricks for packing your kitchen box for CRM fieldwork. So depending on how long you've been working in the industry, you might already have a kitchen box, or maybe you're newer to the field and you need to put one together. So what I'm going to do is I have laid out on this table here all the items that are always in my kitchen box, and I'll run through them and explain why they're there. So hopefully from this video you can maybe take away some ideas to add or build your own box, or you can judge me for my choices, and either way hopefully this will have been a good use of your time. So let's get started. So let's talk dishware. So when you are working in CRM, you'll either stay in hotels or you'll camp. So I like to keep a set of plastic dishware. So if I'm in a hotel, it's microwave safe, and when you're camping, it doesn't really matter. So I generally have this one average size bowl, and I keep 2 plates, and I like 2 plates because you can eat on one, and I'm sort of a lazy camp cook, so I often eat like super burritos, so I'll use one plate to like prep my burritos and then eat on the other one. Other things that are useful to have include a cutting board. A smallish one works fine unless you really like to cook fancy meals, and then you might need a larger cutting board. As far as cutlery goes, I keep a not as sharp knife and a really sharp knife, so this one has a cover on it for safety, a butter knife, and because things can get lost, I keep 2 forks and 2 spoons. And one thing you always want to have in your kit is a can opener. And you can also open your beer with this, so that's handy. Okay, so when you're in a hotel, you're probably using a microwave, but when you're camping, there's many options for how to cook your food. I found that I really enjoy using a backpacking stove, the MSR one in particular. It's super easy. It looks like this. These are the fuel tanks. They screw on. You put your pot on top. Super easy and reliable. I've never had this type of system fail. And as a tip, I don't have it up here, but I always keep an extra tank in my kitchen box just as a backup. Cooking, like I said, I'm a lazy cook, so I keep it really simple. So I just have this one titanium backpacking pot that works really well. As a backup for cooking or water, which I've had to use before after a windy day and I lost my pot for a few days, I keep one of these kettles too. As far as other things that might be useful, stick lighters are great, but sometimes they don't always work as well as you want, so I also keep a box of matches, backup batteries, koozie, Leatherman. For doing your camp dishes or your hotel dishes, I keep some dish soap and a basic sponge. So a couple other things I have is I found these little tubs, and they're super helpful for lumping together a bunch of like items. So in this one, I keep a tent repair kit, some moleskins, and some battery powered little lights that you can put up in your tent. And then this other one, which needs a little bit of an overhaul, but I keep extra tea and spices for cooking in here, which are pretty basic. Salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning is really all I need for what I cook when I'm out in the field. Okay, just kind of other miscellaneous things that you can keep in your box. It's always good to keep an extra couple cans of food. You never know what could happen. You could get stuck in snow. There might be a flash flood. It's good to have extra food and extra tea. I don't make coffee. Like I said, lazy camp cook. So I keep this Morning Thunder black tea that has a lot of caffeine in it, and I find that's really nice. So just to kind of wrap this up, as far as storing everything in your kitchen box, I find just using an old reusable shopping bag to stash all the dishware in and silverware works really great. And as far as your overall kitchen box, these large Rubbermaid tubs, the 18-gallon size, is perfect. Fits in the backseat of a truck or an SUV, goes in the bed of a truck. All you need to do is put a camp strap around it so the lid doesn't fly off and become a projectile. But you can find what works best for you. Okay, so that is what I have in my kitchen box. I hope that this video is helpful, possibly interesting. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.